Hello, thank you for tuning into this message. Today is September 6th, 2024. I already laid out some cards here to begin, and it's very touching message. Bittersweet. Someone is experiencing a lot of pain here, emotional pain, because of something that happened with a lover. Maybe this was a secret relationship in some way, or someone is secretly or suffering in silence. Someone really had high hopes about this connection, and maybe they thought this was love. And it didn't turn out the way they hoped it would. The Chariot is coming in as advice, and for me the Chariot can be God coming in to help. Now, maybe this person doesn't believe in God. It's some sort of higher force of love and protection and goodness. And the word service comes to mind. And then the outcome is the star. Bright prospects in the future. So someone is being consoled here. There's a lot of pain, tears, sadness, desolation. You will overcome this. The Ace of Swords is in the final card of the chronology, following the Ace of Cups. Your heart will triumph. Your heart will heal. You are loved. Don't let this situation leave a dark spot on your heart. Let the light shine through, the light of love. You are loved. You are lovable. You will give and receive love. You have. You have to be able to look at the situation and pick out that tiny spark of light you gained through that experience. What was that? You experienced a sense of hope. We know this. At the time when you thought it was working out, you experienced that sense of hope. Hold on to that. Remember that feeling and take that with you on your journey forward. You will be able to apply that in the future if you can hold on to that spark of light. God is adding to that for you. Again, don't let it leave a dark spot on your heart. How do you know if that's happening? You'll entertain negative thoughts about it. You'll react in hateful ways. Don't do that. Pick out that tiniest spark of what good happened. The good feeling you felt at some point along that journey, part of your journey. Did they make you laugh one time? Did they get you to go out somewhere when you weren't feeling like it before? Did they make you feel good about yourself one day? Hold on to that. Carry that forward. Now I shuffled more cards and I'm going to split the deck. This is the Mystical Tarot. We have the Wheel of Fortune. This is part of your destiny. This is also the planet Jupiter. It's going to bring you blessings. This is a blessing in disguise, my dear. We had the Two of Swords in the central issue. This is a crossroad. You have learned something through this experience, or you have an opportunity to learn something, to add to the spark of light in your heart. Yes, maybe it seems like a tiny little bit, but it is a spark of light. And it could be a test. Which are you going to choose? It's a test. Will you choose love or will you choose hate? If you choose love, you will go forward on the path of love. You will triumph. The Ace of Swords is here. You will triumph. We have the High Priestess twice in the first card, in the first column of the chronology. You have learned something, or you have the opportunity to learn something. And I'm helping you. Not trying to toot my horn, but that's just what pops in my head. Clarifying the Emperor, we have the Two of Wands, which is like a lesser emperor. You are gaining power, the power of love in your heart. Woo-hoo-hoo! I feel so joyful. The Hanged Man comes next under the Ace of Cups. This is a couple things. One, intuition, divination, prophecy. Prophecy. It is being prophesied that your heart will heal. You will learn to recognize the spark of light in your heart and to experience joy related to love. See, because something in your heart, there was a little bit of a dark spot on your heart even before this person came along. And this person is at the crossroads. Fate keeps giving you opportunities to choose love. And it's saying it's about the ability to look at a situation and pick out the good part of it to carry forward. Not to feel resentment, not to feel vengeance, not to feel hatred, not to feel defeated. Something good happened with that person. And yes, it may not be the big fairy tale ending you thought it was, but something good did happen. It's saying if you're able to recognize what that is, that means you pass the test of choosing love, choosing light, choosing joy for yourself. The other thing with this hangman is this can be body politic, and it's the planet Neptune. So it is about, one, who are you? You're learning. I'm picturing like molecules bumping into each other, and some of them attract and some of them repel. So you're just kind of learning. It's like the process of trial and error, figuring out who's the right person for you, and therefore which community do you want to hang around with, because that's where you're going to find the right kind of person to be with. So you know what you don't want, and you therefore know what you do want. Where do the people you want hang out? What are their interests? It would coincide with your interests, of course. And so that's also something that's getting sorted out within you. What makes you happy? The activities, the places, the things you learn, the things you're interested in. What makes you happy? And find other people who have similar interests that make them happy. And it's also about, Neptune can be about illusions. So there's something about figuring out some illusions that you have around love. What is love and what isn't love? But you will triumph over this. Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles. You have the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles at the end of this chronology here. You are passing this test. This is a karmic test. You are gaining karmic credit through this experience. If you can look at it, if you can thank that person, hey, thank you for being with me in the way you were with me. It didn't turn out. And maybe one or both of us didn't behave in the most respectable way or whatever. That's not even the right way to say it, but it's not even the point of the other person, what they did. That's not the point. The point is, if you can see what you got out of that and even feel thankful for it, you will pass this test. You will gain your karmic credit. You are head in the right direction. Wow. The advice is the Six of Swords. Yes, let the Chariot guide you. Again, the Chariot for me can be God helping you, a higher power helping you, a source of love and light helping you, guiding you in the right direction. Be sensitive to that, but know that this is a force of love guiding you. That means you don't want to entertain any dark spots in your heart that are expressed in the form of some sort of resentment, hatred, vengeance, disappointment, and there's a word that's trying to come up. Just one second, please. Fixation. Okay, you're not supposed to fixate on the past in a negative way. You're not even supposed to fixate on that necessarily in a positive way, other than just you're supposed to close that chapter out. It's like you're graduating from that classroom setting. That relationship was like a classroom setting that you were in, and you were supposed to pick out. The final test is, what can you pick out of that is good? And not to over-explain, but it's very important to say, once again, something good happened, no matter how small. You have to know what that is in order to move forward in this very positive direction. And the final outcome is the Five of Cups. Yes, this is Scorpio energy, which is transformation, death and rebirth, not like a physical death, but you are able to, what I'm picturing is, because I'm seeing a plant here. When a plant, say you live in a place where there are 4 seasons and there's a plant that has been thriving and it flowered and then it starts to wither and die. Okay. It goes into the ground and it feeds the soil. It makes the soil more fertile. And is it sad? It's sad because you liked that flower and you wanted to look at that flower. You wanted to continue to look at that flower. Now, if the flower withers away and dies, and you get mad and you scorch the earth and you dig up all the dirt and throw it in the garbage, then in the spring, you might realize, you don't want to have to realize that, oh, that flower dropped a seed in that soil. Oops, I threw that dirt away. The seed was in that soil. Now the new flower won't be able to come up. You're going to know that now. The seed is that tiny spark of goodness that happened in that relationship. I don't care how bad this person was. If they were bad, they actually weren't bad because God sent them to you, or however you want to look at it. It was your fate to come across that person, because this is a test.